Here's the kingmaker in the new British government, and she isn't even a member of the British Parliament. Arlene Foster is a member of the Northern Irish Assembly, but her MPs are crucial to the British Prime Minister.
Oh, that is bright. Future's bright.
No wonder she said the future's bright. Theresa May's new cabinet met as well, in the full knowledge that the election had left them having to change many things about how they approach Britain's exit from the European Union.
We have to respect the way in which people voted and respect the composition of the House of Commons and ensure that when we bring forward our Queen's speech that it contains the measures that can command broad support.
Westminster is full of the sort of rumours to gladden the hearts of the people who want the UK to maintain a closer relationship with Europe, known broadly as a soft Brexit. The government seems likely to have taken a message from its disastrous election that economic growth matters most to voters. It's all a very long way from the messaging that came with the letter handed to European leaders by the British Prime Minister just 3 months ago. It had been assumed that the UK position on the Brexit negotiations was that cutting immigration was the #1 priority, even if that meant no trade deal. And yet now it seems the opposite may be true, that trade is the most important thing, even if that implies some sort of freedom of movement for European citizens. But the fact is that EU negotiators say they don't really know what the UK wants to achieve from Brexit, and the talks are due to start next week. A change would mark a victory for campaigners who've consistently demanded the government takes a collegiate approach to defining what exactly the Brexit referendum result meant, rather than allowing politicians to fit it into their own ideologies.
So I think now we have to move on from where we are. I don't think we'll get a delay, and that must be in a cross-party way. I've always been saying that Brexit is about more than party politics. We've got to get a team of heavyweight, experienced politicians sitting around the table representing the UK.
Everything still feels chaotic despite the government's attempts to suggest it has regained control. But it may be the so-called balanced parliament, with no single party in charge, ends up offering a better chance of a less polarising Brexit. Laurence, Al Jazeera, London.